Okay, today on Chump Talk, we have Liberty University NCAA Division I starting pitcher who this past week definitely came across your timeline because his school had one of the best jersey reveals of all time, Liberty University, Dylan Cumming. Thank you so much for joining Chump Talk today.
Yeah, of course. Glad to be here. Glad to share the story and talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Unreal. We're excited to hear all about it because as Brady said, like, I don't think I've ever seen a jersey reveal as amazing as that. But just talk about like what the last little bit has been like for you. First of all, where are you now? And ever since that video has come out, how different has your life been since since that's came out?
Yeah, no, it was definitely amazing. It was we were putting it together and we knew it was going to be pretty good. We didn't know how big it was going to get, but
Yeah.
seeing the outreach it had and how many people it hit. We had a 9U team out in Utah make a recreation video of it. Hit me up.
Seen that.
It's
Wow.
everywhere. It's everywhere. So
Yeah.
it was awesome.
And the Canadian platforms, like that's how we saw it. Like there's like
Yeah.
Sports Center down here and Sportsnet, they were all sharing. So it was coming all the way to Canada as well.
Yeah, that was awesome. Just crazy to see just the positive impact it made. It wasn't like a lot of people were hating it. Really, the only people that didn't like it were Ole Miss fans.
Yeah.
So seeing just that the overall the positive views on it was pretty sweet. And yeah, I mean, it was kind of like one of those things. Like I'm not going to go around and people like know who I am because of it for the most part. Really, maybe locally, which
Yeah.
at a local pizza place, I had somebody see me and know who I was. But
Nice.
I mean, other than that, it's just kind of fun to like put Liberty on the map for something that
Yeah.
isn't necessarily like we didn't necessarily beat anybody to get on Sports Center or to go up big and viral. It's just something fun and something that people now know us because of it. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And the world definitely needs those moments too. But we have some major questions about that whole video. So I'll start. So the song, It's All Coming Back to Me Now, Celine Dion, great song. Is that a song you knew well before the video? First question.
No, I had seen the trend. I had seen a couple of videos of it before, like in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But at no point did I think, you know what, I'm going to make one of these, or did I think I'm going to start memorizing some of these lyrics.
Yeah.
So no, we put that together. I learned the lyrics literally five minutes before we filmed the video.
No,
we
really?
out there playing it over and over again.
Wow.
I kept asking him to play it. I was like, okay, I'm here one more time. I'm here one more time. And that was what we got.
You were the main focal point of that video. Was it like your ideas kind of behind it, or like who was the person that like kind of came up with this idea? Because that's honestly like nothing that anybody's ever seen before.
Yeah, I think it wasn't my idea. Our creative team, some of our people there, I think Cassidy, one of our creative people, originally came up with it, and she had shared it to the other creative team members and said like, hey, we should try to do something like this with one of the baseball players. And somebody else messaged back and said, oh my gosh, what if we do it like as a jersey reveal and we have their new uniforms underneath it? And then from there, they're like, oh my gosh, yes, that we have to do that.
Sick jerseys, by the way.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I think they're really cool. That's our head coach that put those together. Big fan.
Nice.
And how did you? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Basically, they were looking for somebody that had some flow, and they were looking for somebody who had some personality. And I was the first person they messaged, and they said just choose two people to come with me, and I picked my good buddies Steve Hill and Landon Riley. We went after it. That was pretty much how that went down.
Amazing.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I was going to say, like, how were you the guy that ended up being the main focal point of that video? But yeah, the flow was rocking there, and it looked like you had the fan going there too. Just a perfect scene, really.
Yeah.
Right?
And I mean, when you see the mustache too, that just adds right to the video. Okay, next question I have is how many takes?
Not as many as you think.
Like I was going to say
4 to 6.
Okay.
Max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was two right away that were like the average person would say, okay, that's good enough. We'll post it. But we were like, now let's get it. We can do things a little bit better. We can get the timing a little bit better.
Yeah.
So the first two were more just kind of like that was okay, but we'll fix it. The next two were just getting the timing perfectly, and then the last one we filmed it, and I heard one of the guys, I think it was David, the guy who filmed it with his phone, was like, "That's the one." And we're like, "All right, we're good, we're done."
Wow.
So, what kind of fan did they just have a fan like right behind where the guy was taking the video, and it was just blowing right at you?
It was a leaf blower.
Leaf blower.
No way.
There's actually a video if you look at I think it's Liberty Flames Creative. I think it is on Twitter.
Okay.
I hope I'm not butchering the order. It's either Liberty Flames Creative or Liberty Creative something.
Yeah.
They have a behind the scenes video of it.
Oh, can you send that to us after?
Yeah, I'll make sure.
Yeah,
to send
that'd be
it to you
awesome.
guys.
Okay. Yeah.
And you'll hear it's pretty funny. So it was a gas powered leaf blower. So it starts off the behind the scenes video. It sounds the same as the other video, and then about halfway through, when I'm starting to rip off the jersey, you just hear, and this leaf blower gets revved up.
Yeah.
And you can't hear the song at all. It's just a guy named Isaac who's holding the leaf blower, singing it as loud as he can, so I can try to get the words over the top of the leaf blower. It's pretty funny. It's pretty fun to watch.
And the bat throw to start the video, were there any of the takes? Did you miss the bat?
No, bat tosses were immaculate every time.
Nice.
That was Cassidy. Good tosses by her every time.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing. And we both played baseball growing up. It was mostly softball here where we are, but there's nothing like a good bat toss in baseball. Like there's not many better feelings than that. If you're like further away from your buddy and you just give a good bat toss and you kind of reach your hand out there.
Little. Yep.
Yes.
No, they were good. We didn't have any bad ones.
Yeah. And then I guess just in terms of like it definitely did go viral the day it come out. Were you super surprised by that? Like did it happen quick, or did it actually come out?
It was yes and no. It's like, yes, it's always surprising to see it go viral, but at the same time, we kind of had a feeling that just the way the production that was behind it and the way it looked, it was like, okay, this is so much better than everyone else's. Like, there's no way this doesn't at least get a little bit of traction. And so it was kind of a mix of both. Like, yes, we expected it to do better than the average video, but no, I don't think I expected to be sitting eating dinner and seeing it on TV while I'm watching.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of both.
And then not sure how this question's going to go, but I did notice your follower count went up a little bit too. And I don't know what your relationship status is, but were there any ladies in the DMs after that?
I mean, yeah, there were. I'm single.
Not for much longer.
I got everything from college students to middle-aged women on TikTok. So it's however you want to take that.
You get your pick, eh?
Yeah, you get maybe at the end you got to tell us the weirdest message you got, but
yeah.
That's amazing. How's the season going though?
It's good. We're 6-1 right now. We just got bumped up to number 20 on the rankings, which is nice to see.
Yeah, I just seen that. I was looking at that. How does that work amongst like across the states, like with all the schools and stuff like that? Are you guys usually kind of a higher ranked school, or?
We've kind of in the past few years we've been pretty good. We've been kind of like right on the cusp of like national attention wise good. I thought last year we had a ranked valued team. We just didn't get the national recognition for it. This year we did.
Yeah.
So we've been pretty good. Yeah, the program's been on the rise ever since our new coach came in. I think it was 5 or 6 years ago. This is only my second year here. I transferred in here last year. And but both years you can just see the skill level has gone up pretty quick. But yeah, there's a coaches poll. There's different like journal articles that'll come out every week with different people that make their own rankings. But there's really only about 3 that get taken into consideration by the NCAA.
Okay.
So like D1 baseball report, theirs is like the main one that the NCAA publishes. So when they come out with their rankings at the end of the week, that's the one that gets shoved out. That's the one that most people like consider as the real rankings. Right. I'd say so. They're the ones that have us at 20. Some of the other ones have us down as low as or as high as 12 or something like that. So
okay. Yeah, and
a lot of different ones.
I don't know if COVID screwed anything up, but typically when would your season start and when does it end for NCAA?
Yeah, I think it's usually around the 3rd week of February. So anywhere from I think it's started as early as February 14th, but it's usually like the 16th or 18th. That 3rd Friday in February, and it'll end. Regionals start in June, so you're really playing from mid to late February all the way until the end of June to I think all the way up to potentially July if you make the College World Series. I think.
Jeez, yeah, wow. That's a long season then.
That is a long season.
Yep.
And you've been playing in the NCAA since 2018, so that's 4 or 5 years now. Just what are veteran out there. What's just some highlights or favorite accomplishments that you've had throughout your NCAA career so far?
Coming here, so my old school was not very great. We didn't have a great winning record. We we'd usually win about 10 to 12 games a year out of 50.
Okay.
So it was kind of there's a lot of experience that I gained there. It was a grind.
Yeah.
We played a lot of tough teams. Their schedules were never light for a team that wasn't very great. So I learned a lot from that. Starting as a starting pitcher as a freshman right away at a school like that. The experience was just something that I couldn't get anywhere else for sure. Because you can't really be a 6'2", 140-pound kid throwing Friday nights at any other school,
right?
Any other mid-major, but I could at that school because we weren't very good.
Okay.
So I mean that kind of experience I couldn't have passed up anywhere else. But now I'm coming here and seeing what good teams look like, seeing what it looks like to beat good teams, and now like pushing ourselves to the next level of where do we want to go? We want to win a College World Series. We want to keep going. We want to win.
Yeah.
We want to win it all.
Yeah.
And that's not an unrealistic thing for us to look at. So honestly, a highlight in a whole is just stepping over that bridge of going from the side that getting beat up and pushed around to we're going to go beat everybody else up and push them around because we're those guys. So that's pretty sweet. I think just coming here in general is definitely the highlight of my career.
I would love to sometime if we get to the States, Poolsy, I'd love to catch a NCAA game at some point. But
absolutely.
As far as you and your career goes, where do you see your career going? What are your goals type of thing just for like past NCAA as well?
Yeah. Baseball is my one true love. So I am definitely trying to play professionally after this.
And some middle-aged women in your DMs.
Yes. Those are awesome. So, I mean, wherever this year takes me, I'll be trying to play somewhere after this. And that's really the only thing on my mind right now is win as many games as I can for Liberty University this year. Let's go as far as we can, and hopefully there's an opportunity next year.
Keep grinding, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
And who's your team in the majors?
Grew up a Tigers fan from mid-Michigan, so love the Tigers as always. But the Orioles were my other team that I loved when I was younger. My dad's from the East Coast area, and I just kind of decided to cling on to them. And my dad's not even a huge Orioles fan, but just because he mentioned something about the Orioles when I was little, I was like, oh, all right, I like the Orioles.
Yeah.
And so the two terrible teams now will be are my
I was gonna say you were
for at least a while now. It feels like
we had a fun run. What was it? It was like
Prince Fielder.
Yeah, 20. What was it? I'm trying to think of what year it was when the Tigers and Orioles played each other in the AL.
Yeah, Scherzer was still there.
I was at that series. Yeah, I was at that series, and I was having a blast. It was like two teams just going at it.
You say Scherzer was still there?
Yeah,
Tigers.
Yeah, Scherzer was a Tiger.
Jeez, I forgot that.
Yeah, that one World Series team. We had Scherzer, Verlander. We had what was it? Porcello. We had Anibal Sanchez. David Price. We had a stacked staff at the time. Yeah.
Man,
that was a disappointing season for that team.
That must have been fun for you to go to those games, being a pitcher yourself, going to get to see those guys.
Yeah. Well, I was so spoiled too. We'd go to the games and it'd be Max Scherzer pitching. I'd be angry because it wasn't Verlander. Like, Scherzer again. Oh my God! I always see Scherzer pitch.
Have you got an opportunity? Have you got an opportunity to meet any of these guys?
No, I've never met any of them. I guess I saw Justin Verlander one time at a picture meet and greet thing, and I waved at him and walked away.
Yeah.
And that was about it. But
good enough.
No, I've never met any of them.
Wow.
Someday, maybe. You never know.
Yeah, hopefully.
Never know. And since that video has come out, one of the last questions for you here, what's been like a highlight, or just there's something that years down the road you'll just look back at after that video came out, because I know there was an incredible amount of positive feedback on it and everyone loved it.
Yeah, I just think the overall thing, like the thing that makes me smile every time is like the little kids that are following me and messaging me, like just saying like, you just made a Liberty fan out of me, or you just have a new follower. Like they're like saying, it's dads reaching out to me saying, my kid loves your video and stuff like that, and they want to keep up with all your stuff, and my 12U team wants to watch you guys now. Like that was the most like wholesome thing. I was like, okay, that's pretty awesome.
That's unreal.
The follows and all that stuff, that's cool, but knowing that there's little kids out there that are looking up to you just because you did something stupid and made a little video, it's pretty awesome.
That is cool. I got two more and then we'll finish our last one. I saw you went on Cameo.
Mm-hmm.
How's that been going?
That one's been a little slower than the other ones, which I kind of expected. I was like, it's a lot of people know who I am right now, but they really want me to say happy birthday to him, we'll see about
Yeah.
that.
Dude,
But that one's been slower. Yeah.
it's so worth it though. Like even if there's like a few bucks come from that, if you got
Exactly,
got
yeah.
your time to shine, you gotta go for it. I totally
Yeah.
respect that.
Exactly. Yep. The
And
t-shirts on the
then
other hand, those have been nice. That's been
t-shirts.
a cool one. Yeah, there's a t-shirt jerseys that are being sold right now by a Sea of Red.
Nice.
I partnered with them, and those have done pretty well. So
Oh,
that one's been good.
Are you gonna hook us up or what?
I myself only get one of them, so
Okay. All right. Well,
or I would love to.
okay. And then we'll finish on that. It's been amazing talking to you, but can you reveal like the most awkward or weirdest like DM you might have got during that time,
Let me think.
if you want,
I'm trying to think. Kind of just this is not really the most awkward. It was a funny one. I had a message come in. It was like literally an essay. It was an essay that somebody wrote me about partnering with their new brand, blah blah blah. And I was like reading it at first, and it started to get a little weird as I'm reading deeper and deeper, and then it starts to more sound like a little kid is writing this. It started off as like a business deal.
Right.
Slowly started to turn into can you start promoting my thing? So I click on the account and do a little digging, and it turned out to be an 8-year-old who was trying to make business deals.
No way.
And it was like trying to get his business off the ground. It was like, can you please promote this? And we'll try to get in contact with your creative team. He was like, who's your SID? And he was asking me all these questions. Like he was trying to make some business deal with me. And I was like, pretty sure you're a little kid. And turned out it was. I messaged him back, and he was like, yeah, I'm a 12-year-old trying to get my business off the ground. It was like, oh, you had me fooled for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Well, enjoy the time in the limelight. We'll be pulling for you in your career as well, and
appreciate
it was awesome to see that video.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
All right. Yep, thanks for coming on.
All right, have a good one.